Hey guys, so this week I am bringing you a different type of video. So for you who don't know, we recently launched Kentaro Miura, sorry for the pronunciation. But he wrote and created Berserk, and while I don't know the most about the series or creator, the original Berserk anime is on my top 10 and I love to hear about what's going on with Guts. So what is this video? Well, think of it as a tribute to Berserk and why it made me at least fall in love with it. The series is all about surviving and what it means to have family. And this is where Guts comes into play, where he doesn't have a family and was raised to be a warrior. So when he finally meets the Band of the Hawks, he starts developing feelings for them. Some more stuff happens and the Band of the Hawks was truly his first family. Guts was afraid of this, and he didn't want people to care about him, and more importantly, he didn't want to lose anyone else. So he pushes them away and tries to leave. This brings up one of my favorite scenes in all of anime. Guts fighting Griffith for the second time. The first time they fought was really special. We see Guts be almost unbeatable at this point, lose fairly easily to Griffith, and that forces him to join the Band of the Hawks as a slave. So when we see Guts fight for his freedom, we almost don't know what to expect. An awesome battle between these two. Is Griffith going to win again? Is Guts gonna win? What's gonna happen? And we have all these thoughts while waiting for the snow. As soon as the snow drops, the battle starts, and this was so intense. I swear, this lasted like an hour, but it really was only 5 minutes. Guts ends up winning in one hit, and we see this break Griffith. Every time I see this scene, I love it a little more. Not only does it make Guts top dog again, but it also is so emotional. We don't want Guts to leave, but we don't want Griffith to win. This scene is one of the many reasons I love Guts. He is really what Berserk is, and yes, we have a lot of other characters and stuff, but when you think of Berserk, you kind of just think of Guts, and that's not a bad thing. He is honestly one of the most badass characters ever. Not only does he influence so much, but just look at him. There's a scene where Guts fights 100 soldiers by himself. Now, this can either be the cheesiest thing ever or the coolest, and this is no dairy section. We see him fight some of the soldiers, but not all of them, leaving us in suspense. We keep wondering if he did it or not. Then we see him sleeping on a tree with all the bodies around him. So what does this absolute unit have to do with why the series is so amazing? Well, it's because in my opinion, he emanates hope so much. No matter what happened, he fights. He always keeps going towards his one goal. It's a little interesting though because he's not like other characters. I mean, he's no Superman, he's even not an All Might. Those two characters give hope by beating the enemies to protect something like the city or the world. It's rare to see Superman fighting Darkseid saying, "I will win for Lois Lane." What I mean is when we see either of them fight, it's usually for a bigger purpose than just protecting someone. Yes, they have done this before, but it's a little rare. However, Guts, well, he survives to protect what he cares about and to finish his goal. He doesn't really care about the world, and he's not a hero in the traditional sense. He constantly gets the worst of the worst thrown at him, and even through that he wins. That's not why we are there. We want to see him win, but that's not for the sake of winning, it's for the sake that he keeps going. Kentaro Miura really made an amazing series, and it is always sad to see when a legend leaves us. But that's okay. We will always have this amazing story he made, and through that he will live on. So if you haven't, go watch Berserk or start reading it. But with that, keep on fighting guys. I'll see you next time. Bye.